Yeah, this is Claire again, and we are going to read Lenormand patterns. And of course, first I have to say something about the patterns and reading the cards and patterns, because some books they try to make you think like the more cards you have, the more the cards can tell or will tell, and the more complicated the reading is, the better you are as a card reader and all those things. And this, of course, it is not true, because everything depends on what the cards say. And sometimes you pick one card and you know, yes, this is it, and you don't need any cards anymore because it is so clear what they want to tell you, and this is the answer. Yeah? It does not depend in any way on how many cards you have, and you are not a better card reader if you use more cards or things like that. This is technical thinking, but here it comes to intuition. And so I picked some cards. Here they are. For an example. Yes, I learned the word example. And whoops, this is my example for reading a 9 pattern with the Lenormand cards on the subject of job. And this is just an example, but I picked the card as usual, so it gets a little bit complicated as the cards normally do, and it is not too easy, because making examples that are prepared somehow, it is not like in real life. Yeah? So here we go, and I will try that it doesn't. Okay, everything is fine. First of all, we look at the cards, and I hope they will stick to their underground. First of all, we look at the cards, and if, like in this example, you asked for the topic of the job, it is always positive. If one card or more cards refer to the topic job, and here we have the anchor, and this is wonderful. Then you see, okay, I'm on the right track. Yeah, it is always important that the cards mirror your question somehow. Then you know, oh, I'm on the right way. Yeah, if there is no hint on the topic of your question, then you can ask yourself, did I really ask the right way? Did I picked up the cards when I was calm, and so on? Because it is important that the cards mirror your question. So this said, here we have the anchor, and this is very good. And yeah, next to it is a ring, and this is a contract. But the person who asked needs to be careful, because here are the clouds, and something about this contract is uncertain. You can't see it. Maybe you first thought everything will be fine about this job, and then you later, when you start working there, you get to know, oh, it's not so fine, and here are many problems in this company. Yeah, things like that. And if we look here, we have the man, so it is likely to be a reading for a man, or a man plays an important role. Yeah, he is grounded. Some people would read it as he is working at home, but you can't make it so close, because it can be wrong, and the cards don't have just one meaning. Yeah, so this means he is grounded. He has a grounded situation. He has a yeah, he knows where to walk in life on solid ground. Yeah, now I have it. And here we have the flowers, the lilies. And the lilies have meanings of family. His family background is strong. They have meanings on harmony. This is something that strengthens his back, as we call it in Germany. And they have a meaning on sexuality, which is obviously not the case here. And they have this King of Spades, and he can be a person that gives you a favor, that helps you, somebody who is in a higher position than yourself, and who can make it easier for you to go your way. So it is very likely to be that he has somebody who helps him. Yeah, but this help doesn't have to be the best help he can get, because not everything is clear. We have here the clouds who are over this contract, and the last cards, if they are there, the last cards are a warning. If you look at them, um, you have the stars, the dream. It is a dream job, something you always thought, wow, this would be it. Yeah, but we have here the size with its sharp end, so it picks into your dream. It makes it hurtful. It is not your true dream. It is like your dream was before your nose and you followed it, but then you get into a trap. Yeah, and this also says the snake, who is here in this reading, obviously a negative card. It is here not for cleverness, it is more like a snake in the grass, something that will hurt you, something that will make you problems. So, for example, if somebody asked you about a job, a possible job, and if you should sign his contract, then you should tell the person, be careful, think about it, and try to find the points that might be wrong. Because in life, if we get a chance, we tend to see the positive things, of course, but you should also check what might be negative. Yeah? So this was just an example. Reading, I had no special person in mind. I just wanted to give you a glimpse how you can read the cards. And sometimes you might, if we have this pattern here, sometimes you might read in the internet or in books things like you have to read the cards like those cards are special who makes a cross, or the cards outside at the here, that they these four are especially meaningful, or that this card is especially meaningful. And I'm always skeptic about two small systems, so to say, because the most important thing is what do the cards tell me. Yeah, it is not that important to have systems, because you must look at the story, who is shown you in those pictures, who is shown to you with them. Yeah, it is not so important to have your system and then you try to make it like this, and another author might have another system and then you get confused. And all of that is not necessary, because you just have to look. And the first look should always be, as I said it in the beginning, which card or cards mirror my question? Is there something in it? Yeah. And then you start to read all the cards around, and don't be shy to try and to get a feeling. You don't have to be all sure what it will be, especially if you are a beginner. Yeah, just try it out and write your what you see in the cards. Write it down, and later look at it if it was true. So you will learn. You can only learn from experience. Yeah. So don't hesitate to make it. Okay, and don't try to get your card reading into two small systems, because this will not help. Yeah. So I think in the next video we will also look at some three patterns, because as I said, the bigger the pattern is not always better, and so we can see what three cards can mean. But this was a 9 pattern, because I was also asked, could we do the 9 pattern please? And of course we will also look at the grand table in another video, of course. Okay, so I hope you like this, and we will see us soon.